All right, Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Here we go. This is a story from the Eighth Habit. This is Stephen R. Covey's group online, and I'm going to do some editing with this. This is a story about Charles Dickens and how he got focused off of his problem and focused on a solution. Here goes.
Questions of how to meet my financial obligations. My mind was so haunted by these problems that in place of sleep I took to walking the black streets of London long after most sober people had gone to bed. On occasion these walks brought me face to face with a time from my childhood, when I worked day after day in a factory while my father was in a debtor's prison. Now I was faced with a very real possibility that those days from my past could suddenly become the future for my own family. This was horrifying to me.
Get away from here! What are you doing around here?
I don't know.
All right, he just about gets hit by this guy. He's got two kids. He saw the kids jump in here. He's going to ask him if he saw two kids just run by.
We're not doing anybody any harm.
Do you live in this street?
Just leave us alone.
Certainly I will. I was sure I saw two children run from the street down this alley. They were alone. You must have seen them. These are your children. What covers them?
They work in a bakery. It's how we eat. Not that you'd understand. Now please, just go away.
This reminds him of his past and his childhood and the indebted servant that he was in a factory, because his dad was in a debtor's prison. Let's go on here. I don't have all time for this, neither do you.
What would have to be written? The one cannot follow without the other. My mind, though, was paralyzed. I was so fixed upon the depth and extent of my problems and how fast I needed to solve them, that there was no room left for that crucial what.
See, the problem is he's fixed his mind on the problem and not the solution. And until we fix our mind on solutions and work at them, we can't solve our problems. He's still walking the streets. He's still watching this stuff at night. He still hasn't focused on the solutions, the creativity part yet. You've got to get past the fear of the problem and work on the creative solutions.
Do you know me, sir?
Where on earth are you going at this time of night?
I'm just done working, sir. I'm going home.
Your father has no job of his own, then, I take it?
Oh, yes, sir. He has a job. My mum, too. It's just not enough, that's all. Can I go now, sir?
Yes. But tell me one thing first. Who'd you work for?
For people like you, sir.
Interesting comment. Now listen to his wife.
I woke up in the night and I heard him crying. And when I reached the door to go into him, he was suddenly laughing. It went on like that all night. And in between the crying and the laughing, he talks to himself.
God bless him, Mum. He must be at his wit's end.
No. I think he's finally writing. You see?
Perhaps it's best if I not go in right now.
Ah, Rebecca, how very glad I am to see you this morning. I'm famished. Set it here and I'll attack it immediately.
Good to see you in better spirits, sir.
He was so gloomy and so focused on the problem, he couldn't get past it. It had trapped him.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good indeed, even though I do say so myself. Very good. I spent many more nights in the streets, but not as a man haunted by financial doom. These nights were filled with adventure, with great bursts of imagination. They were filled with the discovery of unforgettable characters and their amazing experiences. These nights brought about in my mind the creation of the entire story. When I finally put myself to writing, I was completely consumed. I hated to leave my writing table even for a few hours of forced sleep. Day by day.
Now he's consumed. The writing and the creativity have consumed him. He has a purpose. He wants to write something that will edify and uplift mankind and encourage them to be their best. And this is why the Charles Dickens classic, Christmas Carol, has become so popular, so powerful.
The manuscript grew, not just towards completion, but towards what I felt was a renewal of my life. The story had become a reflection of what I hoped and envisioned my own life could be. In the simplest of words, it changed me.
A vision of what could be, and this consumption changed him, lifted him up, and it also lifts others up and gives them hope too. So this is the power of writing, this is the power of communication, this is the power of dreaming and creation that we need to tap into if we're going to become our best and write what we need to do and speak what we need to do and create what we need to do to overcome our current problems. We have to be lifted up and forward in a more inspired and exalted way. So she finds him sleeping, and this is his wife, and this is what she is going to see. Of course, we're going to find out who this is now, and I've let the cat out of the bag early, but oh well.
Gradually, the thoughts of money, debts, and financial obligations began to recede in importance. They became much more centered on how the book could be published and sold, so that even those of very modest means could afford it. I was determined that this little story and the change it brought in my life be shared with everyone.
So he had a quest now, he had a mission now. He wanted to get this published inexpensively so more people could get into the hands and that could change more people and affect more people.
I have endeavoured in this ghostly little book to raise the ghost of an idea which shall not put my readers out of humour with themselves, with each other, with the season, or with me.
Put themselves out of humor. Interesting. In a ghostly little book and a ghostly little tale. Interesting. Introduction.
And haunt their houses pleasantly. Their faithful friend and servant, C.D.
your faithful friend and servant. See, this is all change, this whole mindset. Not just writing for writing, but you're writing with purpose and passion and creativity and inspiration. Yeah, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Think about where you want to go and how you want to get there, and how it needs to be principled in a way and focused in a way and inspired in a way that will uplift not only yourself and your reader or your audience, but will help them and inspire them to bring out the best in them. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, CD. Okay, there we are. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Make it a great day. Bye.